let's put some points into defense damage. Okay. Let's get started on the level. I think we're just gonna do the first level, which is the deeper well. And we're gonna do it on medium. Yeah, that looks good. first game for a bit of nostalgia. So it looks like my towers are handling it pretty well over there. But you have to be careful for the archers, because they will just stand out of range and shoot your towers and break them, and they won't be able to fight back. looks like my wall just went down. I think I might have placed the wall a little bit too far down, so the archers were able to just break it right away. Okay, 2 more points to spend. Let's get some attack rate and defense health. Then we'll replace this and this. Oops. Yeah, that should be good. Nice. And before I forget, let's go up here and let's see. Let's put a wall here and a tower here. I don't know if that will be enough to handle the enemies on its own, but it'll stop them for a while, which is all I really need for now. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Perfect. We can put down a few more things if we need to, but I think that'll be okay for now. So let's keep it going. This is the final wave, I believe. Lots of enemies coming this time. Let's see. Are they doing good? Good enough. There we go. Nice. Towers are going down over here. as you can see, the first few chests, I believe, don't drop anything, or else you could just restart the mission and get free loot over and over. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to give this side a bit more attention because it doesn't have a tower. Nice. The enemies do drop a little bit of mana. The small ones and the bigger ones obviously drop a bit more. So you can build a little bit more as the rounds go on. Just to keep up with the enemies that spawn. Perfect. So I was like just browsing the menus of this game for a little, and I noticed that aside from the campaign, there's actually like a ton more missions that I've never played before. So I would actually be very interested in checking those out. So let me know. You guys let me know if you want to see more of this game, because I would love to do that. Okay, let's add our new fireball tower to each lane. That should help out quite a bit. Need to pick up these chests. No good loot there. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think all that stuff will get automatically sold at the beginning of the round. Alright, and this one, I think we only have enough for the one tower. there's also an alternate fire, which is like that slam. Only the wizard has that, obviously, because only the wizard has like the staff. I actually don't know how to use those other abilities. Oh, I think that one uses mana to make you stronger. There's also a heal in case you take too much damage. You can use a self-heal to get back to full health. And then, repairing is also one of them. And then the one that says 200 at the bottom is like a big explosion that the apprentice has. It's really good and really cool. Alright, I think we should use our defense units and just build a bunch more towers. And then, once we are maxed out on defense units, we can do more upgrading. I think that's probably the plan. Looks like I'm pretty close to leveling up again. Should be able to level up after the next wave. Okay. Should I make another fireball tower? I think so. Let's put it like here. It'll hit them as they are coming up the stairs. Collect all this mana. We can put another one over here actually. There's a lot of different strategies that you can do. It doesn't matter too much on this difficulty. Actually, I might not be able to put something here. Oh, there we go. But on the higher difficulties, like, you can plan where you're gonna put stuff. And it's really fun to just strategize. I'm a big fan of tower defense games. I think they're really fun. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Adventure Time Balloons Tower Defense game. I can't remember what it's called, but I played that game so much on my phone. Specifically the Adventure Time one. I beat the whole game and unlocked all the items and stuff. I actually wouldn't mind doing a video on that game either. But yeah, that was like my obsession for a couple months. Tower defense games are just like really chill, and you can kind of just relax and pop some balloons or shoot goblins in this case. Got our level up. let's just upgrade some of our walls while the towers do the work. I think if an enemy hits you while you're upgrading, I think it will cancel it. Or if it's like a stone or something like that. Just keep upgrading these walls. Make sure they never take too much damage. Looks like I took a little bit of damage, so I can use my heal. The more damage that you take, the longer it takes to heal it up, and the more expensive it is. Because it does cost mana. Alright, let's see